Greetings, folks. This is the BlackWeasel, and today is my One Piece viewing of One Piece Chapter 878. And this is we are back on track after a 1 week break. So I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it. There's a weekly jump cover of Luffy eating some rice balls along with Usopp and Zoro, who are angry at him, along with the rabbits. We have a fan art of Shiryu going up against Zoro. Yeah, Shiryu is a little bit a lot bigger than Zoro. And we have a wallpaper arc of the Straw Hat Crew is all in the sauna. And Luffy is blowing to a fan. And the guys are having a good time. Anyways, it turns out on the side that the Whole Cake Island arc reaches its climax. We're on the color cover. So it seems as though that there's no continuation of the mini arc from the last chapter. Anyways, the chapter starts off where Pedro is crying after tearing out his one eyeball, which is very, very graphic. And Big Mom is laughing, and she says, "Ha ha ha, a true man, I see. Let's go with 50 years. Try and survive this." And the name of the chapter is called Mink Tribe, Guardians Chief Pedro. And someone's laughing, it's Peros. He's laughing, coo. Well done, Perone. How old are you now? And Pedro says, 27. And Peros says, with 50 years of your life taken away, you've now in effect lived 77 years. How many years do you have left in you, I wonder? And Pedro says, I'll make sure to at least choose where I die. The Nox Pirates. And it looks like Pedro's in chains. And Peros has his own ship. And Peros asks, does it refer to the night? That's a pretty depressing name. Yeah, because Inox it stands for night in Latin. In the name, and Pedro, there's a flashback of a young Pedro. He looks like a cute tiger. Well, he's a jaguar, so there's a distinct difference. Like, I know that jaguars have very strong jaw strength, so there's a distinct feature of him. Anyways, the young Pedro says, Roger, Lord Odin, allow me to accompany you. So we have a flashback within a flashback. And Pedro says, I guess it means there's no such thing as an endless night. And Roger or someone else says, boy, you gotta stay on standby for now. Roger says, my time is limited. Listen up, everyone sooner or later gets their own time to shine. Whoa, there's a full face of Roger. Yeah, he has an awesome mustache. And Wanda tells Pedro, and she says, they say Roger's dead. And Pedro says, what? And Pedro says, in other words, Nox, the night really means this. The day, the dark before the dawn. And Pedro says, if I can serve as the foundation for the world that the masters await, well, I couldn't ask for anything more. And I should have time enough to do just that. And the scene, and the flashback ends, and we are in the present times. And someone is yelling out, Pedro! And Luffy yells out, Pedro, and Carrot is crying. And so this is kind of a sad scene. And Katakuri says, no way, brother Peros. And Brook and Chopper are still stuck in the candy, and both of them are yelling out, Gob! And both of them yell out his candy's melting away. So I guess that Peros is not unconscious like Crocodile and Doflamingo. So that way his Double powers are not being used right now. Because he's not in control. And Big Mom has been knocked to the ground. Like makes a grunting noise. And Jinbe says, what crazy, Pedro? And the Sunny Go is on the ship. So they are technically free from from the candy trap. And one of the Big Mom underlings yelled out, "The firstborn, Lord Puros. Was he brought down with the explosion?" And his soldiers look on. And Brook yells out, "Blah, gah, gah." And Chopper yells out, "Blah, I thought I was going to die." And Jimmy says, "You guys." And Kara looks like she's about to jump out to save Pedro. And she yells out, "Pedro." And Nami yells out, "No, Carrot." And she grabs on the Carrot because she doesn't want Carrot to jump in the water. And Nami yells out, "He saved us. Until just now, the chance we would get out of this safely was 0%. And Kara's really crying. So this is kind of a sad moment. And Luffy asks, "Can we fly, Nami?" And Nami says, "Preparations are complete." And she yells out, "We're off, men." Actually, Luffy yells out, "We're off, men. If we let this second go to waste." And there is a panel shot of the explosion damage and Big Mom being knocked unconscious. And Luffy says, "We'll never be able to face Pedro again." That's a bold statement. So I'm assuming that he's alive. And Nami yells out, "Leave the sails as they are." And Jimmy says, "Chopper, Brook, you guys are conscious? Set bearings to northwest. Fire coupe de burst." And Chopper yells out, "Huh, Jimmy?" And Jimmy tells Chopper and Brook, "Tell me what to do. I'll do it." And it looks like a Big Mom is getting ready. Like she's looking like she's picking herself up and dealing with the damage. And Dogtooth says, "Every last one of you bastards getting all fired up." And Carrot looks very, very pissed off. And one of the ships yell out, "All ships, aim for the enemy vessel and prepare to fire." And Carrot yells out, "How dare you hurt Lord Puros." And there's a thunking noise from the cannon. And Carrot yells out, "Get out of here, Big Mom pirates." And as she starts crying, there's a flashback. And I'm impressed at Carrot being able to take on a 1 billion bounty monster, which is Dogtooth. And there's a flashback where someone is being said, "She isn't cut out for the sword. Don't butt in, Pedro. Carrot will become a great swordsman under me." Oh, that's Cillian doing the talking. And someone says, "Doesn't matter how you do it. Become a strong warrior and wait. Everyone sooner or later gets their own time to shine." Huh. That's kind of true. And Carrot uses an attack called Electrical. And looks like, oh my god, Dogtooth puts his foot down on Carrot, and he has captured Carrot, and Dogtooth yells out, "As long as I'm here, you won't be going anywhere." And Carrot's yelling, "Yeah!" And Luffy yells out, "Carrot!" And Luffy yells out, "This ship will set sail." And Luffy yells out, "I'm its captain." And Dogtooth says to him, "It will only if you can manage to drive me out," which is kind of a bold statement. Anyways, Luffy uses an attack called Guma Guma no Elephant Gun. And there's a massive shockwave of Luffy using his elephant gun on Dogtooth, and it looks as though that Dogtooth has been grabbed by Luffy's big hand, and he uses his hockey fingers to really grip on towards Dogtooth, which is pretty awesome. And Dogtooth says, "I see, you're right. If you do that, I won't be able to do anything else." And the funky thing about Dogtooth is that he's really calm right now. And Luffy says, "Understanding isn't going to help you do anything about it." That's kind of true. And the enemy ships yell out, "Fire!" And all of them launching cannons at the same time. And the funky thing about that is that he had Big Mom's souls are into the cannonball, so all of them have a mind of their own. One of them yells out, "Wah!" And one of them yells out, "Yahoo!" And another cannonball yells out, "Stop! Stop!" And Jimmy says, "Here we go. I still find it hard to believe that a ship can fly, though." And right now, and oh my goodness, Big Mom has actually caught on towards the Sun and Go, right in the midst of Karen and Luffy being attacking Darktooth. And Luffy and Big Mom yells out, "Wait! Where is it? Wedding!" And Luffy and Nami yells out, "Big Mom." And Nami has gotten really shocked and surprised as she looks on. And behind Big Mom, there's someone standing up from the explosion. And Nami says, "That is Pit." And oh my goodness, it's Peros. He survived from the explosion. He's still standing. And he's all bloody up. That's messed up, man. And Peros says, "Damn, that bloody Pedro." And as Big Mom yells out, "Cake," Peros says, "Blast, I'm shocked. My cannon armor has been completely destroyed." And he loses an arm in the process. It's dripping out. It's dripping blood. And somebody yells out, "Nami!" And someone says, "Let go of me." And another person says, "Yeah, that Jim B." And Brooke says, "What in the world is?" And it seems as though that Luffy is yelling out the names of the people who came with him. Jim B, Brooke, Chopper, Carrot. And he also says, "Brûlé." And Luffy makes a bold statement. He says, "I promise I'll be back. I'm leaving the rest to you." Huh. Because it seems as though that if Dogtooth continues to chase after the Sunny and the Straw Hat Pirates, they won't actually be able to go anywhere else. You know that because Dogtooth and Big Mom and Pearls, they're all chasing the Sun and Go right now. And the whole point of escaping is to run away, but you can't do that if everyone's running away. There has to be sacrifices here and there. That's the way the world works. And then when someone is saying the campfire is getting closer to us, and Brooke yells out, "We're flying, right? Then take Mr. Shark over here, please." And Jimby says, "Here we go," and he starts jerking on the rudder, and he yells out, and Brooke and Chopper yells out, "Coup de burst!" And the Sun and Go has escaped along with the shark boat. And the awesome thing is how the rear end cannon was right in front of Big Mom's face. And Brooke, Jimby, and Chopper yell out, "Whoa!" as all these guys are surprised. And Sun and Go is flying right into the sky. And Amande starts talking on a Den Mushi, and she says the enemy vessel has escaped into the skies. And a lot of people who picked up the message are surprised. One of them says, "The skies?" And Nami notices something wrong, and she asks, "Wait, where's Luffy?" And the scene, and there's a mirror that's been dropped on the floor, and the scene changes towards the mirror world. And we have gone into the mirror world, and the Big Mom soldiers yell out, "A Straw Hat!" And Luffy stands up, and there was a badass statement of Luffy standing up towards Darktooth. And Darktooth says, "Well done." And Luffy says, "Here, we can fight all we please." And Luffy punches the mirror. Therefore, oh man, he cannot go back towards towards the ship. And one of them says, "Wow, the passage back to the ship." As the glass starts falling down. Both of them stare eye to eye. I can't believe it. This is such an awesome moment. Dogtooth and Luffy, they're about to fight each other. This is so awesome. And that's the end of One Piece chapter 878. Yep, that's it.